What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 51 of my Total Warhammer 3 Boris Ursus and Ursun Revivalists campaign. So as we saw last time, a pretty damn epic defense of the Darkhold saw us just barely hold on and take out the forces of the Moon Howlers. Fortunately, this cripples their army and probably will cripple their faction as well. Damn, I didn't realize how the hell is he replenishing this much? That seems like a lot, considering he's only in replenishment stance, and he's not in friendly territory. Does that not seem too much? Like, I swear that we were having huge problems when we didn't have a Patriarch in here to replenish us. He doesn't have a hero at all, and his hero is level 1. So, is this a bonus that the AI gets that I wasn't aware of? This is kind of interesting, because I remember when we were trying to head towards Greasus when he was sieging the gates of Tzar here, and Yerogni for a few turns didn't have the Patriarch, and while we were moving here, the units in our own army were just taking ages to replenish, and they didn't really get up there until the Patriarch was back in action. This is kind of interesting. But also annoying. Not that they're any kind of threat anymore now that the Darkhold has an army in it and that it's about to get its walls up and running as well. Then after we get its walls, we'll probably move Alexandra Kostina up to Pigbarder or possibly up to the Tower of Grief and then keep taking all the Moon Howlers stuff. We're almost there. The Darklands are almost completely ours. Only 4 more settlements, 5 I guess more settlements, plus the bonus Lizardman settlement if we can get to it. Though I do imagine Greasus will probably siege something before we get there. Speaking of sieges, where's Beledna Gospodar? Or one of the Beledna Gospodars. Well, let's just attack Jared over here. I don't see this to be much of a problem because we have, well, a ton of Griffin Legion, and I actually feel like this will be a relatively easy battle, though I suppose the Gorgers might be a scary proposition. Now, the question here is whether we fight this cinematically. You know what, I guess we should. And it'll be an easy battle, but the thing is, we haven't had an army that's remotely like this, ever. So I'm kind of interested in just trying this out, just so that we can, you know, play around with the Ice Glaives, or the Ice Guard, rather, with Glaives, and the tons and tons of Griffin Legion, once again, and just for the fun of it, if nothing else. I really want to get an army with a lot of Ice Guard and the Snow Leopards, but the thing is, we need to give that army to Tsarina Katerin, so we're just gonna hopefully try to keep on confederating her. Hopefully something happens and all her armies die, and then she joins us. It's taken a while. It's taken a damn while. We got like 400 rep with her, and she's still not wanting to confed. But anyway, let's attack this guy. Let's see about trying these units out, shall we? Alrighty, time to make Jared leave Prague alone. In general, time to leave Scrag's faction, or make Scrag's faction leave Prague alone. Now, interestingly enough, even though we're the ones attacking, looks like the enemy wants to bring the fight to us as they're going to run towards us. I'm kind of surprised by this. Is this a quirk of this being a siege battle where we sallied out, so the enemy thinks that because of that they're quote-unquote attacking? Because usually it doesn't do this unless you have artillery firing on it, and we clearly don't have that right now. But anyway, we have a pretty neat army, lots of Zargard. We even have a Zargard with great weapons in the center, though, and lots and lots of Ice Guard as well. Oh yeah, look at those Ice Guard arrows. This is pretty glorious. I've been wanting to get one of these armies for a while now, and well, obviously this would be ideal for Tsarina Katerin to have all of these Ice Guard together with some Snow Leopards, as I was saying, but you know, this we'll have to content ourselves with this for now. I want to see another volley from those Ice Guard. It's lovely. All right, let's fly again. There we go, and more, please. Even more. In this battle, funnily enough, I don't really control the army all that much. I was just too busy, even while playing it, just watching things happen, since once again, we lack we lack lots and lots of Ice Guard in our current armies. There we go, there we go. Let's see the damage on the enemy ogres thus far. Looks like the Iron Guts are getting a little bit beat up, and then the regular ogre bulls are also suffering. I probably could have done a lot better by controlling those units, but I feel like there's no real need. Also, one of our units of Streltsy is going to attack the enemy Stonehorn, which is currently being blocked by the Elemental Bear, though these things have had a habit lately of just ignoring our Elemental Bears anyway. And then over on the sides, we have 2 units of Griffin Legion who are going to surround and hit these man-eaters and hit them from both sides. Same thing for this unit of man-eaters with ogre pistols. I don't want the enemy range units to do stuff. And then we have 3 more units of Griffin Legion in the back of our army, ready to counter the enemy. And that's about it for the setup. Alrighty, here comes the ogre charge right into our Zargard, together with the Stonehorn, which looks like it's left our Elemental Bear behind, but at least the Elemental Bear is blocking some of their man-eaters with great weapons as well. The enemy lord has tried to charge our Ice Guard, and we're going to counter the enemy lord with 2 units of our Griffin Legion, and then send the rest out to flank these guys over here, because they're doing a fairly decent job at killing these Zargard, who are a bit lower than half HP at this point. Though, to be fair, 2 units of Gorgers, they do a lot of damage, and it's not really surprising that they're ripping a single unit of Zargard apart. Hopefully we can help them out by hitting them in the back with this Griffin Legion unit. Over on this side, the enemy man-eaters are fighting still fairly well. Both of our Griffin Legion units have shed about 40% of their HP, and these guys are still in it, though not for much longer, hopefully. Over on this side, the Griffin Legion are also charging another unit of man-eaters with ogre pistols, and now the Elemental Bear is left to chase a unit of Gorgers, because, well, it's got to keep somebody engaged, and it failed to do that for the enemy Stonehorn. A couple of our units of Ice Guard are now shooting the enemy Hunter, who is staying back in range, which is fine by me, and the enemy Stonehorn is at about half HP, though now the Streltsy and several units of Ice Guard are firing at it, so that is probably going to start increasing the amount of damage it takes. Oh, it's going to charge through the Streltsy, though, so there goes some of that armor-piercing damage. Lovely Tzeentchian Skies as well. What are we at here? Yeah, it's got about 20%. Not much longer, buddy, and not much longer. Looks like that the Tyrant is still surrounded, and I do expect that the Stonehorn should fall shortly. Couple more shots maybe, and looks like it's routing. The Tyrant is actually, damn, it barely got hurt at all by those Griffin Legion units. I guess you need an anti-large unit, or maybe even the Zargard with the great weapons to bring that down. Speaking of bringing it down, the Stonehorn should be just about done here. One more volley from the Streltsy, or perhaps from the Ice Guard. There we go. We'll make that thing go away. So far, our Ice Guard are pretty much unhurt. It's all Zargard that have taken damage, which is pretty much what we want. Ooh, nice. Those Gorgers collapsing with all those Ice Guard arrows at them. Alrighty, and these guys got charged in the flanks by that Griffin Legion. Speaking of Griffin Legion, these guys ended up with a little bit lower than half HP after killing that 1 unit of man-eaters with ogre pistols, which feels like a little bit much on the HP loss, but oh well. The enemy Tyrant is still fighting, but now our Zargard have all switched to bringing this guy down. Obviously, the Ice Guard have relatively limited armor-piercing damage, but I think it's still fairly decent if I could actually take a look at it here for a second. 8 armor-piercing damage and 18 regular missile damage versus the Streltsy, who have 21 armor-piercing. Okay, that's a pretty big difference, but, yeah, well, I mean, we knew that. The rest of our Griffin Legion are still working at the Gorgers and stuff that doesn't rout, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh yeah, look at that. All those Ice Guard. Preview of a Tsarina Katerin army. That looked pretty painful, and down you go, Mr. Tyrant. Kind of looked like he died fighting these Zargard. Oh, come on, corpses disappear at the worst time. And there we go, just like that, the battle is over. We certainly suffered some losses, but, I mean, most of them were to the Zargard, although our Griffin Legion units also took quite a bit of a beating, especially this one. They really got to be careful with fighting those units of those units of man-eater with ogre pistols. But I've said it before, the man-eaters with ogre pistols are quite decent melee combatants. It's always just feels weird to me because man-eaters with ogre pistols were terrible, absolutely terrible in Warhammer 2, or at least they were in SFO, as in to the point that they weren't really worth using in my opinion. Whereas here, they're very, very solid. Solid melee fighters, decent range fighters, fairly good units, so we gotta be careful around them. Anyway, close victory apparently, though we still had a full set of Ice Guard and at least half of our Griffin Legion remaining, so I wouldn't say quite the close victory, but we certainly did take a lot of damage on our Tzar Guard. Let's see what the actual damage is. Alrighty, well, we certainly got the victory, though we did still suffer some losses. I've definitely been a little bit disappointed with how fragile the Griffin Legion is in terms of the amount of losses they typically take. I mean, when 2 units fight a unit of ogre pistols, attacking them from 2 sides, both from the front and with a rear charge, and both get a charge in, and they both still drop down to, at minimum, half HP. That seems a little much, although I assume that since they're anti-infantry, they're a lot better at killing regular infantry units than they are at killing ogres, and against ogres, you're much better off bringing Warbearer Riders, and they're anti-large, and it's much more difficult to kill individual Warbearer Rider units as well. So it does somewhat make sense. It's just not an ideal sort of cav unit to use specifically against ogres. I would like to see how they perform against well, who would we be fighting over on this side of the map? I was about to say orcs, but they're back in the Darklands. Well, we are going to later hopefully build a army with a bunch of Griffin Legion as well, mostly for variety's sake. Plus, we gotta remember that these guys are unbuffed, they don't have a lord, and their veterancy is fairly low as well. Yeah. The Ice Guard did fairly decently, and I mean, regardless of the fragility, several of the Griffin Legion still did quite a bit of damage. This one got nearly 9k, and I think that was the most damage anybody dealt other than this one unit of Ice Guard. So still pretty decent. I just would be wondering the comparison to the anti-large Warbearer Riders. Anyway, I guess we should probably heal up here. I mean, it's... Oh, it won't heal here. It'll only heal this army. I hate how that works. This was the army that we told to attack, to sally out. I've always thought that was a bizarre thing. Like, why wouldn't this heal the army that did all the work just because you have one lord here? Well, I guess if that's the thing, we're gonna take the money. One full turn of money, I guess. Hopefully this guy doesn't siege us next turn just because he can. Although, the annoying thing about keeping him here is that he might set up a new camp just because. Anyway, we have several things to do. First of all, I want to get 3 more Streltsy on the field to replace these armored Kossars. Then we gotta replace these guys with Zargards. So, that's gonna take like all of our cash. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and I believe that'll max out the army, right? 3 Streltsy, 6 Zargard, and that's about it. That army will then be complete and hopefully good enough to deal with enemy ogres, especially as we have now 5 units, or will have 5 units of Streltsy, and the Demigryph Knights as well. I'm still a little bit tempted to replace the Great Cannon with more Demigryphs, but I think we'll be okay. I suppose what we could also do, if we really, really want to, is replace the Great Cannon with a couple of steam tanks. The only thing is, the steam tanks cost 700 gold per turn, and honestly, we really can't afford it. Otherwise, I'd probably do it. I do still, though... I can't help but wonder, would the Hellblaster volley gun be better than the Great Cannon? Technically, the Great Cannon is anti-large, but would the Hellblaster be better at fighting Stonehorns, or ogres in general? Generally speaking, the Hellblasters are superior at fighting slow-moving infantry targets and mowing them down, in my experience. But the Great Cannons are better at that than they are in fighting anti-large, or anything except a standard cav. They're pretty damn good at fighting standard cav, ironically like the Griffin Legion. But, yeah, single large targets, you're better off using other things like the Luminarch, as I've said before. Anyway, Beledna, you know what, stay in ambush here. I think we're gonna push down to Douchika. and try to grab all this stuff as much as we possibly can. We gotta try to get to Erengrad. If we can claim Erengrad and hold it, that would be absolutely amazing. We just need a proper army to do it. Although it'll be far enough from Prague that a relieving force is going to take a while to get there, and this entire faction will most likely be trying to attack us there. But it would still be like a nice point to essentially hold ground. It's actually really unfortunate that they ruined it, or like they raised it, rather than having a territory there, because we could at least then take it a rank 2 rather than starting from nothing. Frozen Falls. Let's see. I believe that's it for this turn, isn't it? We might have a little bit of cash we want to spend, but we got to be careful with our cash right now. It ain't in the best place. Ooh, that actually reminds me. We have several armies moving up here, 3 of them in fact, that are probably going to be doing something about all this. And we have plagues here as well, which is also quite, well, it's not so great for us. And considering the plagues are happening for another 2 turns, summonable units, 1 Nurgling units, 1 plague is spread. And it's the same type, eh? I'm just thinking, do we put a Lord in here, or are we okay? Would a Lord even help? I mean, we could put a Lord, but we'll go negative immediately. You know what, we'll try to do it without. We might actually have to send Boris out there to deal with it, rather than sending him to take out this faction for good, which is really annoying. I suppose if we give up on Erengrad for a couple of turns, we could have Beledna Gospodar take these things, but then she'll have to move all the way back there. Anyway, I'll think about it. Let's end the turn. Let's see what happens with them. Maybe they'll go somewhere else. Who knows? They're not at war with each other, are they? Doesn't look like it. You can't even talk to them. Damn, I just wanted to see the diplomacy. And yeah, we could open the diplomacy screen, but I'm too lazy. Let's just go to next turn and see where they go. Looks like at least one of them moved away. Who the heck are you? Oh, I think that's one of them. It's just the little red crossed swords disappeared. You want a military alliance? You are at strength rank 22 now, which is a lot better than I was before. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. I mean, it's free money. You're strength rank 22. I did say if you moved there, you'd be okay. Ironically, you only have the 1 settlement. But it's not like you're fighting anybody who we're not fighting. You're basically... You have the exact same enemies than us, and then we have a lot more enemies. And you know what? Fine. Let's make a nice little shield of civilization, as it were. Alright, settlement besieged, the gates of Tzar. Alright, so Greasus is there. Fluxion Host has been destroyed. Greasus, you are attacking the gates of Tzar again, but with only 1 army. I don't see you winning that. Wow, this plague is still spreading. It's on Sioktraken now. How the hell is this happening? Apparently the power of the church does nothing. Go figure. What is the point of this if the plagues just keep spreading? Minus 40%, and we have the minus 50% Night Patrol House, and it's still spread from here to Sioktraken last turn. Isn't that a minus 90%? Is this just my luck? Annoying. And oh, they're gonna go for Krakadrak. Well, on the bright side, they don't realize Boris is here, so we can destroy both of these armies once they land. And in fact, what we should probably do is put them into an area where we have an even higher percentage ambush chance. Although, wait, if he attacks Krakadrak, he can probably attack it in a single turn, which we probably shouldn't risk, which means, Boris, you're gonna go right in front of it. I guess here. It'll keep us away from the other locations, but I don't want to lose Krakadrak right after taking it. Also, Beledna, the critical failure, you need to keep an eye on what's going on back here. There's going to be a full stack, rather, and it's going to attack at Sioktraken as soon as it probably can. Critical failure is a failure. Go figure. Sioktraken, you probably can't hold against them. Well, then again, if there's no mammoths in there, perhaps. Perhaps. I'm surprised that they're not going for Temple of Heimkel right now. Okie dokie, well, that's decent. Yaragi, ooh, we have an Ataman thing. What do we have here? You have a thing. You can go Banisher for corruption -3, not that we really need that, or Good Host for the extra 20 growth. I mean, the corruption is great when we need it, which is not right now. And, you're losing public order from what? Control -2, just income and difficulty level and level of control, eh? That's it. Considering we have 3 or 2 church buildings. Guess we need more church buildings. I still think that garrisons should provide public order, and I think it's silly that they don't. We might want to build another one here. Also, oh, we're almost at rank 5, so we don't need the extra growth. It does nothing for us. Of course, we want to switch the Ataman to somewhere else, which I don't particularly want to. We just got to get a new Ataman up and running at some point. There we go. Urogny, your turn. Let's see who's nearby. They're going to move to Pig Barter, which is fine. We have walls here now, so good luck taking that. Can you guys reach Tower of Grief in one go? You can reach Tower of Grief in one go, eh? Alright, Urogny, you're gonna move right here. You're gonna go into ambush stance. Mostly because you can't reach them in one turn. And if they try to go for Tower of Grief, well, hopefully they can't. Go to ambush. Would you be able to march stance over there? Yes, you will. Alright, you're gonna march stance to the Tower of Grief. And if you die, well, let's just say we don't care all that much. And no, we can't even upgrade the Palisade. Yeah, we really need growth here. Let's go for the Gospoda for now, or the Roadhouse. And then we'll replace that with the Palisade and all that sort of stuff afterwards. You're not collecting your income. Urogny's ready to destroy Pig Barter, and hopefully the last remaining forces belong to this faction. I guess we might have to loop around like this, go after Greasus, and then go back to attack this. And they're just going to keep building armies there. But Black Fortress, what rank are you at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you only at rank 3? If it was only at rank 4, it would be nice. Anyway, I believe that's once again next turn, unless I'm missing something. We're negative now, but that's not exactly surprising. We're about to go even more negative when the Zargard finish being built here. Also, speaking of, you can attack Douchika right now. We'll still need to transfer troops, though, which is going to be a problem, because they probably won't be able to reach you in one turn. Is it better to do that? Help It can hopefully defend itself. I think Praag has no problem defending itself. I'm just a little bit worried about you if there's like 2 full stacks here. Oh no! Ungrim's gonna take Erengrad, isn't he? Ungrim! Why? How could you do this to us? We need it for our tech. Yeah, I really don't like how Kislev tech is locked behind specific cities. It's kind of a bad design in my opinion. Anyway, I mean, granted, it does give you objectives, but when your allies take those cities, what are you supposed to do? Nothing, that's what. Anyway, you're gonna... You know what, we might as well. Let's attack Douchika. Actually, right before we do, we have a mission to kill this guy. Ooh, low casualties. How low we talking, though? Never trust the game when it says low casualties. Might auto-resolve this and just pray that there isn't another army here. Alright, but anyway, let's see if there's any objectives. No, there is not. And by objectives, I meant missions. Also, let's check Quick Deal while we're at it. Tepok spawn. No, we're gonna attack you and take your 1 settlement. Because we could get, like, what? We could get 200 money from trade, or we could get like 1,000 gold from having your territory, so why the heck would we? You want a military alliance, but you're now strength rank 36, so that's no dice. You are still quite unwilling to confederate. Maybe if we save up 200,000 money somehow, considering we're negative, we could get that confederation going. Okay, well I believe that's everybody at you. Auto-resolve this or manually do it? I think we have no choice but to manually do it. I know it says low casualties, but I feel like it's lying. Do we risk it? I really hate fighting pointless battles, as you guys may well know. You know what, maybe we'll risk it. Let's level everybody up and then we'll risk it. Let's say you have Guardian's Call, you are getting Arcane Conduit. It's also time to start getting Zargard upgrades since, well, you're going Zargard spam. And then after that's done, we probably want to move to Renowned and Feared and Quartermaster as fast as possible, because otherwise your army is going to get stupidly expensive. You are going to get Impassioned, you have your Warbear. You're going to get switched off the Warbear, did you? I don't remember. Find out in a second. You are on Warbear, good, and you are on Horse, but that's because you don't have your... Wait, no, you switched back to Horse? Switch back to Warbear, please. Thank you. And then skills, you have this maxed out, so let's go for Wild-Eyed and Blessing Discs, rather. Alright, and then... don't screw me on this game.
Winter fights with us.
Alright, I'll take that. I mean, it's more than we would have gotten if we had fought it, but, you know, I'll take it. We'll just hope that there's nobody at Fort Ostrosk. Alright, enemy killed in battle, yada yada. We're not going to take Volgograd, even though it is in this particular territory, just because I don't think we can hold it. Because, like, somebody's going to come up here, even if they do have to walk through our allied territories. Although, this would be an excuse for you two to march out and meet up, if Katerin doesn't settle it. But then it'll take a lot of time to probably get our troops back up and running. I'll think about it. Also, let's delete this, let's uncontrol that, or let's uncollect the income. You gotta build up walls everywhere. Alright, building upgrades available, yada yada yada, and I believe we're good. I guess we could level them up again, but you know what, we might as well wait on everybody but you. I want those Zargard upgrades. Yeah. Alright, also you have the weapon strength for infantry and melee attack for infantry. Yeah, that should work out nicely. We're at 64. I just wanted to double check whether we should start recruiting allied units in this army just to hold, but no, I think we're good. Let's end the turn now. I'm also now thinking we could build some, like, mortars in this army. But we can't because you're in March stance. Alright, fine, then we'll just end the turn. Let's just end the turn. Alright, we're currently at minus 600 gold per turn. Most likely we'll hit something like minus 12 to 1500 at the end of this turn. So there will be a couple of turns where we have very low money until we delete our recruiter army. And hopefully delete the little Kossar army that's holding this location. Also, what are we? 1 turn for dodge left over. Yeah, oh, minus 2.2k, that's more than I thought. The invocation cost reduction is swell. Ah, looks like they didn't see Rogni there. That's nice. That's very nice. Now, if you attack this guy, will he draw everybody into a fight? I would really rather have a field battle. I doubt it. I think he's gonna run. Yeah, he's gonna run. Alright, fine. Then just attack Big Birder.
I can arrange your execution.
Screw it. Attack Big Birder, yes. That'll at least draw this one army in. This is a Pyrrhic victory. We're gonna fight this manually, but considering most of this will just win via, you know, the regular type siege tactics with our artillery, there's no need to cinematize this. It's yet another one of these battles. Oh, another bridge map. Damn you, bridge maps. That was a lot of effort for these. Oh, but a lot of these guys are coming in on the field here, so we could kill them there. Yeah, alright, fine, fine. I am mollified by that. Even though that will mean the army will at least somewhat survive. I guess if they're coming in as reinforcements, I gotta do this. Alrighty, so Streltsy, let's set you up like... What? Oh, I was setting it up in the wrong place and wondering why can't I set this up. You guys go... Oh, you can't fire uphill. You're gonna have to do something like that, which is a little bit close to the edge of the map. Which is bad because, you know what? No, I think we're gonna have to move down here, maybe even back off. Allow them to close with us, essentially. We can have the artillery facing this way for now, and then change that up after. Alright, so let's do this, I'm gonna set this up as quickly as possible. We have 2 minutes, we have 3 minutes rather, until those guys get there anyway. Also, let's set you folks up here, and say here, group 2. Wait, no, group 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, there. Alright, you guys can be group 1. Although Urogni should probably be in a separate group or whatever. And artillery is there. Alright, good enough. Start deployment, battle, go. You guys can all do things as you like to do. Streltsy, I want you moving up, let's say, here, and I want a couple of you destroying that arrow tower before the enemy force arrives. We gotta give them space. No, you guys fire. Wait, are the rocket batteries really not firing? There's several enemies that you should be firing at. Do those. No, someone's blocking them. Not the little Groms, is it? Oh, it might be the little Groms. They're quite big, aren't they? Wink. Alright, there we go. You two, destroy this. And then we'll back the artillery off a little bit more as we close the distance. Alrighty, good enough. What the hell are you doing? Oh, they're trying to... Huh. I've never seen units do this. Okay, you guys need to be... Apparently you need to be manually ordered to attack this or you're gonna fail like a bunch of idiots. There you go. Now do it. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. Alrighty, you guys back off a little bit more. Artillery. Are you guys good? No, they're still firing. How much time we got left to move? 1 minute and 40 seconds. Alright, now we still got time. Alright, tower is gone. Now I want you guys to spread out so that the Streltsy can fire between your ranks, like so. like so. Alright, same with you guys, like so. I didn't check whether the enemy had boar boys in their stacks, but I assume that they do. Alright, Artie. Yeah, still firing. Oh, that's their Lord unit? Oh, I didn't even realize that. Alrighty, and we got 1:15 seconds. Yeah, we should retarget the artillery so that they attack the units that are coming in. In fact, wait, maybe little Groms can still fire, because they're not going to be too useful against the blob that comes in, but yeah. Now, let's do that. And let's set up you right up here, or maybe even up here, because you have the Tormentor's Sword, which is going to be really helpful with this. You guys, you are going to need Gust of True Flight shortly. How's that unit? Still alive? Okie dokie. What are we at here? 47 seconds. I'm tempted to actually speed up the battle, but... Oh, this tower's gonna come back up right as we don't need it to. Also, you know what? It's time to move these guys in. What do we cap here? You know, Gabos? Go kill that. Or at least annoy it. You guys go cap this. And we'll cap the actual city. There's not a lot in the garrison, so... Shouldn't be that concerning. Also, I think I want you guys to move like so. And you like so, perhaps. And 17 seconds, we almost good. Little Groms, you're unable to fire? Alright, fine, well then if you're not, then just turn. Every day, turn. Alright. Like so. And here they come. Gust of True Flight is not going to help yet, but when they get a little bit closer. Ah, there we go, the rocket batteries are at least going to fire. Alright, and we can watch this while we're at it. I probably should order the artillery to manually fire into this, but somewhat lazy. There's no somewhat about it either. Let's do this. Will they stop? Yeah, they will stop right before it. Ah, actually, some of them might not. There we go. Nice. And I should probably guess the True Flight. Oh, you can also summon a cat to distract the enemy. I want to stop everybody who's here. Yeah, just do as much damage to this army as possible. Not so much about killing the army, it's about stopping them and preventing them from being viable next turn or so. Up. There we go, and then you can back off. And then, you know what, you are gonna run. Yeah, just back away. I don't want to, I do want to use a spell, though. Do another one of these. Just do a regular one. Alright, Uragni, countercharge those boar boys. Ooh, some of the boar boys are gonna make it in. Wink. Let's go guard mode on you, Uragni. Buff up the Patriarch so he doesn't get hurt. You can charge that enemy. Do we want to kill the Lord, or do we want to leave him at very low HP? You know what, considering he's a level 2 Lord, I think we can ignore him. How are we doing out here, by the way? Where are our war sleds? Oh, you've captured this. Nice. Oh, and you guys have destroyed that? Go melee charge it so it can't come back. You two. Go capture the main point. There are probably going to be some enemies to react to this, but whatever. Anybody getting hurt at all? No, it doesn't look like it. You use your explosion just as the enemy runs. Don't hurt your allies. No, okay, that went well, or reasonably well. Enemy Lord is back. Don't kill him, just ignore him. Ouch. Yeah, that army got onto the field in a really bad position, and there we go. The battle is over. We don't need to chase those guys down, but I do want shots to continue to be fired as we do more damage. Gust of True Flight on. Let's say, I don't know, you two. Kill a few more Gabos. Although, judging by the fact that they can heal a massive amount in not their own territory, it does look like that this is not going to be all that helpful. Also, speed it up to max. Probably could have overcast that one, but it's okay. Easy little battle, yeah. Well, we definitely would have gotten... did it say medium casualties for this? We lost, what, 4 guys? I think it's 4 guys. Oh, I could have probably Salyak Lullabied, too. Yeah, 4 losses. Medium losses. Although, to be fair, I can see why the AI didn't want to fight this. That was not going to go well for it. Damn, look at all those kills on those rocket batteries, cleaning up the gobos as they do. And oh, 14k on that little Grom, not too bad either. All things considered, that there weren't ideal targets for it. Anyway, let's retake Pig Barter. Game is making us so difficult to barter pigs, damn it. Alrighty, there we go. Pig Barter, upgrade, delete, uncollect income.
Lord of all.
Now what will they do? A bunch of weak little armies. You can't take anything, or at least you can't take anything but pig barter, and Uragni's there for now. You definitely can't go here. So I think their only options are either to go for the Sentinels or to try to take the Tower of Grief. We really, you know what, I'm kind of tempted to delete the Merchant Traders here and we can rebuild them later. I think we need more roadhouses for more growth. Gotta get these up and running as fast as possible with more walls. I really miss that ability that Boris has, the thing that allows him to build palisades in only a single turn. That thing's amazing. Absolutely amazing for just walling everything up as fast as possible. Anyway, Boris, you are where you're supposed to be. And we have a little army here, but it's a pathetically weak one. Like an auto-resolvably weak one. And aha, look who it is. Well, that's not surprising. Let's get the breastworks, let's also get the taverns, more growth as it comes in. Also, could you just do this? Oh wait, you failed last time, so we should go back here. 3%, 26 for failure, what about this? Oh, it's equal. Well, then just do this one again. If it's equal, who cares? That's another failure. Okay, I swear, this frickin' character. Oh, man. And I get that we have 26%, but when you fail like 10 times in a row, that 26% is starting to seem like a lot more, isn't it? Oh, man. Beledna. Soon you shall be the immortal failure. The eternal failure. I don't know. Something. Now you... ooh, Ungrim moved back away from Erengrad. I do like that. I like that very much. I do wonder where Pokju is going. Would it be beneficial to take this? Would it be beneficial to take it with you? Ooh, also, while we're at it, destroy that camp. I'll resolve this. Our units will be hurt, but it is what it is. Wow, really? Really? 147 to this. To frickin' a bunch of ogre bulls. Okay, fine, game. Rude, but fine. Let's get the replenishment just a little bit. There you go. Free tax collector. I don't think you need that gem. In fact, I don't think you need anything. Because we're gonna delete you soon. And then, yeah, see, I knew it. This guy's just gonna keep making camps and annoying us here unless we kill him. Maybe you can go back and kill him later. But for now, march to... This is our territory still, yes? Yes. Okay. March to Bolgasgrad. You will colonize it, leaving Beledna Gospodar to do what she will. And what she will is move towards Fort Strask, which she can't do this turn, but she can certainly approach it. So go here, and go into ambush stance so this guy doesn't know you're here and tries to move away. Beautiful. And Douchika, obviously you need a roadhouse. Alright, so we'll take Bolgasgrad, and then we'll move these two armies, put them together. Hopefully we won't have lost all of our money back then, and then put all this into a retrofitted army, and then it'll be the march to Erengrad. We'll probably have to take Castle Alexandrinov back. Wait, do we not have a special building at Alexandrinov? Huh. That's surprising considering it's the Orthodoxy's capital. You would think that the capital would have at least a special building. I guess it only wants us to give us Kislev. Minus 37, really? We're doing too good against the forces of Scrag now. He's feeling good about himself, which I don't like. Maybe, yeah, maybe maybe Manny will attack Kislev. And that would weaken them, possibly. Interesting. I really would like some of our allies to push this way, and we could order them to do so, but they're still fighting these guys, and I guess we'll leave them to it. Anyway, speaking of leaving things to it, unfortunately, I do believe we're basically out of time. We can have a quick little non-auto-resolve, just basic battle against these guys, since I'll explode in approximately 2 seconds. Let's just do that. He's in march stance, too. I'd auto-resolve this, considering how easy it is, but, you know, just for fun. Boris wants to kill a few things. Wait, was the invocation of dodge this turn or last turn that we needed to put it back up? I don't remember, but I gotta not forget that. Because that ability is too useful. I guess we'll find out now whether we have the summon bear ability, because if we don't, then that'll answer that question. And yes, we do. Okay, so one more turn. Alrighty, well, little Grom's up here. I don't really need to be fancy about this setup. They'll all die. It's mostly Nurglings and other trash. Let's do that. Make you guys all group 2. You guys can move up group 3. You guys can be group 1. You guys can be group 4. Start battle, start deployment, go. Little Groms, go after that Herald, I guess. And then we'll send you guys forward, and I want you to kill those plague drones. I'd tell the little Groms to go after the plague drones, but they're never gonna hit anything. They don't have anything, like, scary in here, do they? I didn't check. I think they didn't. I think the best unit they have is the plague drones, and I think 1 unit of Forsaken, and that's it. Alright, anyway, you guys all attack those plague drones best you can. Yeah, everybody just stay here. We can also charge them directly if we really feel like it. I just want to make sure that our little Groms don't get surrounded by those rot flies. And actually, if they land, that might be a good thing. And let them land. And let them engage with Boris. They're chasing the war sleds. Yeah, chase them right into our bear companies. Please do. In fact, you know what? Screw it. Charge. Everybody charge. This is a colossal waste of time. Because these enemies are pathetic. Alright, you're gonna be isolated if you charge, actually, so maybe charge together with some units. Let's watch the flank with the summoned, well, with a summon, and then you charge these guys in the back. You guys help out over here, and the battle should be over, well, let's say quickly. Little Groms, you're all firing on this Herald as well, yes? Maybe we can even cast something. Feels like it's been a while. Let's do that. This unit might get hurt. Ooh, somebody got hurt here. What happened to you? Oh, you're getting hit by that Exalted Plague Bearer unit. Yeah, fine. I can see why that would, pain you. We need to get our Patriarch over on this side. Damn, they started dropping a lot faster than I was expecting from that. Okay, how's everybody else over here? We can actually charge you guys into melee if we wanted to. Because these are just Nurglings. They're not going to stand up to you. Alrighty, and where's the Patriarch? Wait, Patriarch, you. Charge over on this side. Did I not tell you guys to deal with this nonsense? Yeah. Actually taking a little bit more damage than I thought we would, but, you know, still irrelevant. Obviously, we're not properly controlling anything here. I just thought the enemy would melt a little bit faster. You guys, you're gonna get a heal from the Patriarch. Also, we're not actually losing units in the sense that we're not losing models, or at least not a lot so far. There we go, there's the heal. Debuff, enemy lord is almost done for, and I think their entire army is now melting. If they have a Forsaken unit, ideally we keep it alive. Do they have a Forsaken unit? Please tell me they have a Forsaken unit somewhere. I wanted some Salyak's lullabies, but I feel... Oh, there is a Forsaken unit up here. Perfect. Alright, you guys can fire at the Forsaken. Everybody else can blob up in 1 unit. And we'll Salyak's lullaby everybody to full HP. Like so, like so, like so. So, speed up to max. There we go, battle's over. Everybody in the center for your Salyak's lullabies. Get your Salyak's lullabies. They're delicious and nutritious. And, alright, you got a few more seconds. Hopefully you can get into the center of this blob. You can't reach quite everybody from that. There you go. Now you can. And speed it up, we'll do 1 more time, unless these guys run off the field by then. We'll see, we got 30 seconds. They're close to the edge, but they do have to run through a forest. And 1 more Salyak's lullaby. Will we have suffered any damage after this? I guess 4 unit losses. No, 5 unit losses. Wait, I thought we lost one of the bears, did we not? Oh yeah, we did, the one that was on the edge there. Okay, fine. Alrighty, super easy battle there. 6 losses, yeah. 1 bear, 4 Zargard. Wait, who else died? Was it 2 bears that died? Or maybe I missed one of the Zargard dying. I don't know why I care so much. But as we can see, that was not a battle that was worth fighting in any way. We'll send Boris to find something better. Alright, yeah, interestingly, that battle with the garrison was the better one. Oh, another one of you died. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We can get 2.7k. You know what? That'll allow us to survive for another turn, being semi-bankrupt as we are. So let's do that. In fact, if these guys keep sending forces... Oh, yes, Scarbrand is coming. Oh, amazing. You heard me, Nakari. Let's see. If he's coming down here... We're staying here with Boris. We're waiting until he comes on down, and we're gonna have the two fight it out a little bit. That should be a damn fun time. Boris, I guess you're staying here then. You're staying here. You're gonna go into... I guess we could go in front of here. We want these ships to land, but I'm also a little bit worried about shock track, and I prefer not to have to deal with it multiple times. You know what? Go here. This is all 45? Damn. 45 is a little low. Also not that close to the enemy, but whatever. I guess we go here. And we hope that this guy doesn't find us out, and then we ambush him. Hopefully he lands and then just gets completely screwed over. And then hopefully you siege, and then we can attack you next turn. We'll see if that happens, but I guess we'll have to wait till next time, because we are definitely out of time now. More importantly, hopefully we can get the fight between Skarbrand and Boris. That will have made staying up here completely worth it. And we will also eventually have to build a defensive army up here to hold all this, because all the demonic factions are going to be coming down here to play. And I feel like Yarogny is going to be busy with all this for quite a while until he can open up the road to Cathay, and maybe we could start trading with them and making some damn money to get some more armies up and running. Ooh, but anyway, that's a bunch of problems that we'll have to at least start dealing with next time. So that's it as always. I do appreciate any and all feedback regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. Stay tuned for more bears, and thanks for watching.